the overall revenue or cash collected is gone down quite significantly. But the goal behind making that change is that I'm trying to give the business a little bit more stability in recurring revenue.
Okay, so I think you said before the highest you got to was like 60 to 70K. So if you obviously can we get back to that as quickly as possible, is probably the best kind of outcome. And then get money in kind of quickly this month. So like, first things I would look at from where you are right now is you have two big bottlenecks. So the actual kind of bottleneck one is conversions. So like you have great lead flow. And I remember you said to me the other day you had a poll or a story that had like 300 leads on it and it barely booked any calls. So we'll come back to that. The big things I want to focus on today is conversions, and then two is this like income, like revenue in as quickly as possible. If we actually start at number two in terms of getting revenue quickly, I've just thought something really clever before this as well. So you're converting really well in terms of people with monthly, and people when they come in are generally probably very happy, I guess. Yeah. How many clients do you have on the monthly at the moment?
110.
Okay, cool. So, okay, and then you could do this today and just make bank in today. So this is something we do, which is called our fast action cash play. And basically all we do is we create an offer. So out of these 110 clients, there'll be like Uber clients. So the easiest people to sell to, people have already bought from you before. So I've got an idea in terms of how you could kind of frame this, but what we basically want to do is re-offer these people who are paying monthly and try and get them to pay up front for a year, but then offer them something as an incentive. So what we'd normally do, so for example, if you pay for 12-month extension, we'll give you an extra 3 months free. So you pay for 12, you get a 15-month program, plus you get access to maybe 2 like training camps or lifting things or something.
Yeah.
Like just try and pad it out as much value as possible. You could even be like,
I've padded it out we've done this and kind of highlighted 7 athletes that are probably in that window of like the first 3 months. And we've added to that offer like a £300 voucher for Send It.
That's literally what I was about to say
next.
Yeah.
£300 for Send It, a free seminar ticket, and 10% off the next training camp. So the guys are working on that currently to...
Who's trying to sell that?
At the moment, my coaches are just contacting the clients to get them to book in with me to do it, to transfer to yearly.
I would, even I would, so one of the ways you can even frame it is having like urgency and scarcity, right? So it'd be like, oh, we're only in it for 5 people. Yeah. And I'd put it in like, if you've got a group community.
Yeah, in Discord, yeah.
So like, I'd even put the offer in there and like, we're going to be inviting people we think who are going to be a good fit into this. Mm-hmm. I'm limiting it to 5 people, and this is going to be people, clients who have been crushing it and who we want to reward for being like great members of the community, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then that would be, say, what I'd normally expect in terms of conversion is like 5%. So if you've got 110 clients, roughly 6 people to sign up. Yeah. And if you're charging 300 a month is what?
It's like $3.5 for the premium offer they'll probably go for, yeah.
Yes, that's like 17K you should be able to kind of pull in kind of roughly from that.
Yeah.
So that's something I would literally do like today.
Yeah.
I personally would even, I would offer it to every single person. Yeah. So I'll give you like a background to this before. So like the more you ask, the more money you make. So I remember I think it was in October 2022, I had a fitness client sign up to work with me. He just signed up and paid like 3-4K for a program for 6 months. And we do basically the same thing on Black Friday. And I was like, oh, he's never going to take this, but I'm just going to ask anyway. He's only been in the program two fucking weeks, and he paid for a whole year again. Yeah. So like a lot of the time, the people who are like just bought and excited, they're pumped. So then they're like, oh yeah, if it's a good deal and they've got money floating around, they're kind of on. So I would push that. If you also want to know a really weird sales thing I've noticed, when are people in a good mood?
Like for the 50, because there's like 50 on annual, 50 on 53, 52 on subscriptions right now. So those ones.
But even do the ones on annual, I would just re-offer them anyway.
Yeah.
But like if you want to renew your program early, so like we had the same thing in our fitness business. We'd have sometimes clients with like 2-3 year coaching programs. Yeah. Because there's like, I know why you want like reoccurring revenue, but reoccurring revenue is great, but it's better to have the money in your bank account. Like, because it's guaranteed, like they're not going anywhere if like someone got injured or have some type of a problem. So I would personally do that, and I would just pitch every client monthly or yearly. Yeah. And just try and extend it. Okay. Is there anything else you think you could put into that to make it like a a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
Are many of them in Dubai?
No, there's probably only like, I've got my training camps that I'm obviously doing in the UK, so I've offered free tickets for that. I've got a US tour that I'll do later on in the year, so they'll get that free in-person ticket. So in terms of like value bundling, they've got £250 worth of seminar ticket. They've got the £300 send it voucher, because that cost to deliver that was obviously quite small. And then 10% off the training account, which is worth another £250. So it's roughly about £800 worth of extra value.
How much are the training camps normally?
And they save 15% by doing annual.
How much is the training camp normally?
Between £2,500 and £5,000
per camp.
Yeah.
Are they sold out?
We did 14 on the last one, which is kind of capacity.
Okay.
The one that we've got in Wales is £3,000, and we've got 14 on that.
So it's at capacity.
Yeah. I'm not saying we can't push it more than that many people. It's more the quality, and like,
delivery is difficult.
I've delivered like 8 of these now for the VIP clients, and they're obviously amazing for retention, which is why we put them in there in the first place. It's I know next month I can sell the one in Bali, but again, it's like that in my mind. I'm trying to, because the business does running costs, I'm trying not to like starve future cash as well. I know it's a little bit.
The problem is at the moment you're paying the guys are going monthly, so you don't know what the churn is. But this will probably explain. I'll explain what I would do after this if we come back to this. So what I would try and do if you want to kind of keep pushing the monthly model is look to continually kind of upsell people. So like people come in monthly, and then it's like kind of a low barrier to entry, and then within 30 days.
That's the whole reason why I put it in there, right? Because I was losing too many clients that like couldn't afford even a payment plan or something like that on the initial amount. So I put it in there just to reduce the barrier of entry for people, which is why our close rate's obviously quite good.
Have you used, how many of your clients are American?
We're seeing more and more. I'd say probably 30-40% are American at the moment.
Have you used financing before?
No.
Okay, so I can introduce you to WAP. So one of the things you can do with that, Americans love fucking financing. So like random statistic, the average American has a $30,000 credit card limit. So like there's things like Split It and Klarna where you could put down 3-4K on a credit card and they can pay it off over a year and it's like no interest. So that does very well to the US market, and you get paid day one. So for like fast cash flow cycles, particularly if you're going to run in paid ads or anything like that, does very well. So that's definitely something I would recommend kind of doing it out of the gate. I can set you up with that afterwards and show you what you kind of need for that. That crushes and is an absolute no-brainer for me. But what I would try and do in terms of people coming through for like from 30 days onwards is then try and upsell them something similar to this.
Yeah.
So you can like get them locked in, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I've kind of put together a reconcile like tab in here exactly so that we can do that and like pipeline who we've got that's either lapsed or that's on pause, which is further down here. Because any of these clients are like 16,000 people, there's like £4,000 in reoccurring that if we just bring these people back into the fold. So I've got like these 2 points, and there's what in this one? Yeah, 2,500 in recoverable money there. So
and these are ex-clients?
These are ex-clients. These are people who are on pause for whatever reason. So I kind of put together this pipeline purely for that.
Well, there's loads of money sitting there in that. So
yeah.
Have you tried to run specific offers to them?
Not yet, no. Okay,
so that's definitely, this is why you're fucking sitting on a gold mine. So I would definitely do this. If you enjoyed this clip and you're a business owner, content creator, or coach, and you want help in terms of exactly how to scale your business to the next level using ads, AI, VSLs, setters, and building teams that basically monetize your business and monetize your knowledge, but without you having to press all the buttons, it's never been easier than before. What we can do is we can walk through the whole process in terms of how we're doing this over and over and over again with content creators, with business owners. If you hit the link at the bottom of this video, you can book a call with us and the team. We can audit your whole business, show you where the bottlenecks are, and show you exactly how we can scale. And if we think you're a good fit to work with us, we can show you what that looks like too.